all our viewers, we say thank you.
A good TV station means different things to different people. What made NTA stand out for you in 2024?
Babu shakka, babu wani gidan talabijin a ƙasar nan da ke nuna al'adu kamar yadda gidan talabijin na ƙasa wato NTA ke nunawa.
Tí ẹ wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí ẹ ò ti lè wo ilé-iṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ NTA kétékété kódà tó fi di abúlé wa.
Standard NTA Bataruru Okopa Okadigun Okuko now NTA Kalisia Kali.
Trends, information, outstanding performance. NTA got the Steve.
For decades, we've towered high with sponsors as partners and viewers as pillars. And as we bid 2024 farewell, we welcome you to a superlative 2025. Because at NTA, you can't beat the reach.
Oh, NTA say thank you.
On behalf of the government and good people of Enugu State, I convey our profound gratitude to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his one-day visit to Enugu State on Saturday, January 4th, 2025. Our dear President, we deeply appreciate you for finding time to come and for also commissioning projects executed by our administration, including 30 completed and equipped smart green schools, multi-auditorium and multifunctional Enugu International Conference Center, 90 completed urban roads in Enugu City, ultra-modern command and control center, as well as 150 patrol vehicles fitted with high-tech equipment. Your Excellency, your visit has given our development drive a boost, while your kind words, firm promises and commitment stand you out as a statesman, and we do not take these for granted. God bless, Mr. President. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Signed, His Excellency Dr. Peter Ndubisimba, Governor, Enugu State.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Our food, our health, our tomato paste. There is no tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria. There is no tomato paste, yeah. Rich tomato pesto, Tiwani. 100% natural tomato. Namune, alelelelele, oh, alelele, oh, ale. There is no tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
Show off your best skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. Now with 5-in-1 complete care. The deeply nourishing formula prevents your skin from drying out. With precious cocoa butter and deep moisture for smooth and healthy looking skin. Love your skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa 5-in-1 complete care.
Right, welcome back. Now, the fireworks may have faded and the calendar is beginning to settle into its rhythm. But we will continue to say Happy New Year to one another way into this month of January until, of course, routine takes over. Now, aware of this, a vintage Annie Daniels visited one of the very popular recreational centers here in Abuja, and this is what she brought back.
The roads in the capital city remain calm and inviting. What a refreshing change. Now, take a look at this. Families from different parts of the FCT are pouring into the famous Millennium Park to mark the day in grand style.
We actually made a day like this so that we can come and enjoy.
We came for a mini get-together, like more of a picnic. Okay, madam, Happy New Year. I don't know, forgive me. I've seen your mouth. You have a very big mouth here on you. That's your food, wonderful. You have food, have a lot with you. Why all this, madam?
It's the gift of life. Being alive is a way to celebrate.
Inside the park, it's buzzing with life. Friends and families fully determined to enjoy every moment.
Daddy. Lafia. Mineral. Yes. Mineral. Yes. Eat food. Yes, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Mother Day, see your husband. Don't enjoy a person in anybody. What's happened? Are you don't run?
He don't run to anywhere. He cannot run and leave me. Let me grab him now. It's my own.
Coming here to see how people behave, socialize, you to ease some things in your system.
I couldn't resist the urge to mingle with these cheerful women, so I joined in on the fun.
Forget the fact that you see me like this, but I love dancing.
And the aroma from the food stalls, mouth-watering delicacies everywhere.
Red rice and chicken.
The rice was very sweet, chicken was very delicious and big. So I just ate it in a hurry.
Thankfully, I wasn't fasting. Otherwise, well, you can imagine the struggle.
It won't be enough even. That's the truth, because we are in the spirit of love, so we share with even people that are not family.
Even as I made my way out of the park, more families kept streaming in, eager to sow the joy of the celebration. Nigerians truly know how to keep their spirits high, and I couldn't be left out. With my new friends by my side, I found my own slice of happiness. But you didn't say Happy New Year, Annie Daniels. Thank you for bringing that. We're going to Lagos now, but just before I bring you our next story from Lagos, just to say that, of course, our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been invited to be part of the dignitaries that will witness the swearing-in of the re-elected Ghanaian president. And our president, who has been holidaying in Lagos, is scheduled to take off from Lagos tomorrow to Ghana. I thought I should, make that clarification. So let's again take you to Lagos. And Lagos brought their own flair to the New Year celebrations, truly embodying the famous adage that says, Eko for show. Well, the city, always vibrant and full of life, was no different as it rang in 2025 with style and excitement. From worship centers filled with heartfelt prayers to the streets alive with music, laughter, and of course all the good things you know Lagos for. Lagos proved once again that no celebration is ever quite like one in the City of Lights, the city of excellence. And Larry Billy takes us through the unforgettable moments that made Lagos New Year Eve unforgettable.
The spirit of Eko for show will always be displayed simply because right from the break of dawn, even as Lagosians go about their businesses, they have started rehearsing their welcome dance for another year. The New Year's Eve sun gradually sets in the horizon for the night to usher in 2025. Kids roamed the streets playfully past their bedtime, while teenagers displayed their teenage exuberances on their way to worship centers to welcome the new year, a tradition in this part of the world that families consider important and must be adhered to. The minutes ticked towards the hour everyone was waiting for, and prayers were intensified. Tick-tock went the clock, and on the dot of midnight, 2025 was greeted with dances and hugs at worship centers, while on the streets, fireworks.
Continue to remain off, because God is a God of second chance, and by the grace of God, 2025 will be better than 2024.
Only advice to all Nigerians, both Muslim and Christians. The first thing is for us to be godly, to put the fear of God before every other thing.
For us women,
I believe that it has new opportunities for us. There's agriculture, there's business. You can't box yourself in a place as a woman. You must think outside the box. What can I do differently?
You didn't achieve something in the previous year and you want to achieve great outcomes in the new year. What is your vision for the new year? You don't just go into the new year just thinking, I'm just going to do it the same way I've done it in the previous year.
Shortly after welcoming the first day of the year, 2025, with their aims achieved, people started going back home to continue their celebrations in their various abodes. With dawn being imminent, the news crew returned to the station on this strangely quiet road of Lagos.
Indeed, strangely quiet. Lagos can never be quiet. But Kano State took it a step further. That's the celebration. And Awal Salisu brings us the story of a celebration. He says, modernity meeting culture. Fireworks lit the skies, traditional games brought joy, and friendly competitions filled the air with smiles and laughter.
These captivating performances highlighted the beauty of their heritage and emphasized the strength of unity in diversity, all in thanksgiving to God for a new year.
And we are happy what they are doing, and it's good to make them together, to put them together, then they will respect each other. For sure, it has been holding for quite a number of years now. It's almost it's an annual event, and we are quite delighted. That is unity. We normally organize this event every 1st January.
The blend of music, dance, and games made the occasion a memorable one, fostering connections across cultures while celebrating God's goodness. This colorful display of unity, faith, and heritage signifies the importance of gratitude, collaboration, and shared identity as the people of Kano step into a new year with joy and purpose.
Very graceful indeed. As the saying goes, a strong tree grows from its root, not from its seeds. But it's our roots that truly define who we are. And this timeless wisdom is what brings people together in Kaltungo local government area of Gombe State. Now, the Kalorogu clan gathered to reignite this wisdom, ensuring that the preservation of the rich cultural heritage. Nafisat Umar Garba attended that event, and here is her report for us on Newsline.
Kaloku is one of the 9 major communities in Kaltungo local government area of Gombe State that formed larger Tangale-speaking people. Kaloku also has an influential traditional and cultural history, among which is the Terenial and Kongobo that brings together people of the community from far and near to reconnect them to their ancestral roots by visiting cherished ancestral settlement clan by clan. This gathering is not just a journey through places, but a journey of unity, remembrance, and shared purpose. A reminder of who they are as people. It is the community honor and legacy of their forefathers, who through resilience and vision laid a foundation to present and future generations.
We notice that the children we give birth to do not know what we eat. They are used to these modern dishes. So we try to make this day a special one so as to introduce our traditional dishes to them.
In Hausa they call it Ohongari, that is the original inhabitants
of Kaltungo. And as they settle here, there are so many clans that are made of the people that set up this area. And today, we are commemorating those different clans.
In celebration of the day, clans rally around with beautiful dance steps, showcasing their cultural artifacts and delicacies.
It's a very interesting aspect of the culture of the people of Kaltungo. And as you can see, we have come back to the roots of our forefathers.
As the community progresses, they hold on to shared heritage that strengthen relationships and build bridge of trust and collaboration to secure a brighter future for generations to come.
All right, now let's take you to Murtala Square in Kaduna, where the atmosphere on New Year's Eve was electrifying. Now, the countdown to 2025 was far from ordinary. Murtala Square dazzled with vibrant lights and breathtaking fireworks that painted the night sky rainbow of colors. Now, it was a celebration filled with open hearts, big dreams, and boundless excitement as Kaduna embraced 2025 in grand style. Now, here's more from our correspondent, Mohammed Umar Al-Jingi.
On the New Year Eve, Murtala Square was adorned with vibrant decorations for the much anticipated 2025 countdown. The Deputy Governor of Kaduna State also graced the occasion.
As we give 2025 a good vibe and welcome in 2025, we hope and pray that Allah in His mercy will continue to guide us.
Musicians and comedians entertained a crowd of families and friends who gathered to bid farewell to year 2024. While adults are on their feet dancing to usher in the year 2025, children found joy in games, creating their own wall of fun, while vendors scattered throughout the venue catch up with the opportunity to sell their goods. As the clock struck midnight, the much-awaited moment arrived. A spectacular display of fireworks lit up the sky and tinted with vibrant colors. The unforgettable night was more than just a celebration. It was a symbol of unity, hope, and a new beginning.
All right. Do you know what Eneke the bird is saying to me? It says, Claire, someday your DG and management staff will lead the staff to such occasion. Don't say I told you. Anyway, decades may have passed, but the magic remains. A few days ago, legendary figures from NTA Kaduna, including presenters, cameramen, editors, producers, and cultural storytellers, reunited, reigniting the spark they once brought to the screens of northern Nigeria. Now, these pioneers laid the foundation for a golden era of television, setting the pace and creating a legacy of reach in the NTA that others still struggle to beat today. Now, their passion and talent shaped an unforgettable chapter in NTA's history and indeed in Nigeria's broadcasting. Mohammed Umar Al-Jingi again takes us behind the scenes of this unforgettable evening where these media legends were celebrated for their enduring contributions to the region's media landscape.
In the heart of Kaduna stands one of Nigeria's premier broadcast station, NTA Kaduna, renowned for producing iconic programs that have shaped lives and inspired generations.
I am so delighted to be with you once again. My name is Juanita Francis Achi.
Tasha Husani recalls some of these legendary programs.
I can remember Karambana, Samanja, Magana Jariche, and many programs, Titus Workshop.
This is the historic library of NTA Kaduna, where volumes of groundbreaking works are preserved. These are some of the producers, editors, presenters, as well as the unsung heroes, the cameramen. Among them is the current Director General of NTA, Salu Abdulhamid Dembos, who began his career at NTA Kaduna. They all gathered here for a special reunion dinner to celebrate their shared history.
The motto that you can't beat the rich is not a child's play. I know what we're talking about because this is the only station that you find all over the country, and it's a true representation of what Nigeria is. Good to see many of my bosses who I grew up under, who tutored me to this level, and I think this is one day that I will never forever forget in my life.
Nobody who is a minister, a governor, or a lawmaker that could have said he has not benefited in one way or another from NTA.
They were treated with delicious meals as each bite bring back old memories.
I'm feeling fantastically well, honestly, because if I have blood pressure of 140, I'm so nice about 120, because this is a tension reliever.
This gathering was more than just a reunion. It was a celebration of a legacy and a tribute to NTA Kaduna, the station that has continued to inspire generations.
Wow, I'm just spellbound. I really don't know what to say. I also remember Sanmaja. I watched it. I also watched Magana Jariche. You know, so many nostalgic moments there for us here on the NTA. And we thank you, DG, for bringing this to us. We would also not forget this unforgettable evening in a hurry. Let's take a short break. Newsline will continue in just a moment.
Show off your best this Ramadan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. Now with 5-in-1 complete care. The deeply nourishing formula prevents your skin from drying out. With precious cocoa butter and deep moisture for smooth and healthy looking skin. Love your skin this Ramadan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa 5-in-1 complete care.
Nigeria is a country blessed with a rich history, diverse culture, abundant resources and talent, with a population of over 200 million people and the largest economy in Africa. Despite this potential, Nigerians and the Nigerian economy has been denied the gains and benefits in the advertising industry due to importation of foreign adverts, talents, and offshore production of advertisements. Our local talents hold the key to unlocking creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship in the country. An empowered advertising industry will have far-reaching economic benefits. The Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON, is embarking on a series of reforms by creating an environment that values and supports local talents and businesses. Nigeria can tap into this immense potential and become a leading player in the advertising industry on a global stage if we all join hands to support and nurture local talents.
Hey Nigeria, ready to breathe cleaner air and save money? Let's talk about gas. Drive with CNG, the smart, cost-effective choice. Fill up for less and travel further. Save money, save the planet. Switch to LPG for cooking. It's cleaner, healthier, and better for environment. Say goodbye to smoke and eye problems. Do you know Nigeria is a gas nation ranked 9th globally with over 209 trillion cubic feet of gas reserve? Gas isn't just for cooking and driving. It powers industries too. Cleaner, cheaper, and more efficient. And the best part, conversion centers are popping up everywhere. It's never been easier to switch to gas. Join the cleaner energy revolution. Choose LPG for cooking and CNG for your vehicles. Clean energy for brighter future. This message is brought to you by the Office of the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, supported by the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA.
Welcome back. This is Newsline on the network service. Now let's change gear. Retirement from public service isn't just about leaving something behind. It's actually about stepping into something new, a fresh chapter, a new version of oneself. For Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG Abiodun Sylvester Alabi, this new chapter began as he officially retired after decades of dedication and service to the nation. Now, his illustrious career was celebrated with colorful pull-out parade at the Police College, Ikeja, in Lagos, marking the end of one chapter and the start of another. Here is Francis Fom with details of this story for Newsline.
It was a day of celebration and reflection at the Police College, Ikeja, as officers, family members, and well-wishers gathered to honor Deputy Inspector General of Police, Abiodun Sylvester Alabi, who retired from active service after years of exemplary contribution to the Nigeria Police Force. The pulling out parade was a colorful display of tradition, with officers and men of the force performing ceremonial drills in honor of the outgoing DIG. DIG Alabi, who joined the force over 3 decades ago, served in various capacities, including crime prevention, operational strategy, and community policing. His tenure was marked by significant contributions to improving security and fostering trust between the police and the public.
DIG Abiodun Alabi, in his final role as the DIG Force CID and as a member of the Force Management Team, demonstrated extraordinary vision and provided insights which I will miss deeply in our management deliberations.
All good things in life, you shall benefit in superlative form in retirement.
Meanwhile, the Force Criminal Investigations Department had before now organized a grand reception in honor of retired DIG Alabi at the Rainbow Event Center, Area 8 in Abuja, bringing together dignitaries from various walks of life and senior police officers from the Force Criminal Investigations Department and the Force Headquarters, who paid glowing tributes to the retired DIG for his sterling leadership qualities, professionalism, and contributions to strengthening the Nigeria police force.
Anybody who happens to know who you are in terms of commitment, hard work, and everything you can do to uplift the Nigeria police to greater heights. He has been a thoroughbred police officer and has left his Midas touch wherever he walked.
He is a distinctive class of his when it comes to fairness and work output, diligence and firmness.
The atmosphere was filled with admiration and camaraderie as colleagues and friends shared heartfelt speeches recounting DIG Alabi's significant achievements during his tenure.
And I wish there is a program to bring in experienced officers of this nature to continue to be around to nurture the younger officers.
I wish him good luck. He's a man of the law. I enjoy my working with him. He has improved me in my area of investigation.
It's a man that does his job with great passion, and a man that knows how to handle subordinate officers.
There's something as good as you be celebrated by people who have worked with you, who believe in you, who sees you as a mentor and somebody worthy of emulation.
I feel happy that actually finally he's coming home and we can be together. That's all.
All right. Now, nothing compares to the joy and emotion of finding true love. But what if that love was celebrated with the presence of distinguished leaders? For Zainab and Rahama, their wedding fatia was made extraordinary by the active roles played by prominent Nigerian figures. Former Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Babagana Kingibe, represented one of the brides, while Vice President Kashim Shatima signed the marriage certificates as a witness to the union. And Ajatu Tijani takes us inside this remarkable celebration, where she says love, tradition, and leadership all came together to bear witness to this beautiful union.
A ceremony born of affection, where dignitaries set aside their status to witness this sacred injunction bound by love. The process of uniting both families begins, and the bride price, a token agreed by both families, is displayed for transparency. Former Secretary to the Government of the Federation and one-time Foreign Affairs Minister, Babagana Kingibe, speaks for Zainab Abubakar, whose groom is the son of the Emir of Karshi. Both Zainab and Rahma are the wards of Vice President Kashim Shetima's chief detail, Ahmed Mohammed Idris. Exemplifying the Kanuri custom of elegance in simplicity, the deal is done and the Vice President signs the marriage certificates for all to see. A proud moment for any parent, one which is a commandment from the Creator, say witnesses.
Also, without marriage, we will not be able to produce siblings, and therefore humanity will not be able to even exist. So it's so fundamental to human existence. But let me also say that we're happy that this union has taken place, and we will pray for them. And we also hope that they will be able to exercise patience.
The husband is in charge of the house. So their wives should be submissive to their husbands. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said.
Wedding is a form of worship as far as Islam is concerned. So my advice to the couple is that they should observe the rules and regulations laid down by Islam.
A reception follows, and the menfolk are happy to gain 2 new members of the Married Men's Society, with a call to the grooms to be fair and just in all their dealings with their brides.
That was the most beautiful speech I've heard said at weddings. Marriage is like worship. That says it all. Now, for those of us who've had the privilege of working with Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, that's the immediate past Director General of the NTA, his warm personality and constant encouragement for staff to seek knowledge made his daughter's wedding Fatia even more special. Now, his amiable spirit brought together friends, colleagues, and well-wishers at the Gwalaga Mosque in Bauchi to celebrate the union of his daughter, Fatima Askira, and her soulmate, Adamu Saidu. Muazu Hassan captured this heartwarming occasion for us here on Newsline.
Gwalaga Jamaat Mosque in Bauchi was to its full capacity for an Islamic oral agreement requirement in marriage, which was followed by the handing over of 150,000 naira as bride price. The agreement between the guardian of Fatima and representative of Adamu is a certification for union as husband and wife.
Ni balawunti na aurar ma Adamu Saidu Fatima Zara Adamu Askira.
Guests at the wedding from far and near were hosted in a colorful reception at the residence of the former NTA Director General Yakubu Ibn Muhammad.
My prayer is for them to have a wonderful family together, to build a strong relationship, to build good family, so that we will all be proud of them.
So let them be fair to each other, adhere to the tenets of the Sunnah, and as much as possible, avoid third-party interference.
Advising them, this marriage, let the exercise patient, both two of them. Normally, it's most understanding can occur between them, but only they can exercise patient.
It's something that will lead them to either paradise or otherwise. We wish them happy marriage life.
Another reception in honor of the bride, which is known as Walima in Arabic, was characterized by Quranic recitation and commentary of the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, seeking Allah's blessings for the couple.
The only advice that I'm going to give her, that Fatima, let her be patient, tolerant, and she let her be caring somebody.
For the groom, Adamu Saidu, and his bride, Fatima Adamu Askira, cheers to love and happy life forever.
Happy? I'm happy this today because of this Friday is my best this for me.
Though the celebration is over, but the wish of all is for the wind of heaven to dance in between the couple.
Now, a beautiful love story unfolded in Akure, the Ondo State capital, as Oluwatemilorun Adewuyi and Oluwadamilola Adebiyi tied the marital knot in a joyous ceremony marking the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Surrounded by family, friends, and well-wishers, Abiola Ariyo reports that it was a celebration of love and happiness, with the couple's joy radiating throughout the grand occasion.
The solemnization of holy matrimony between Oluwatemilorun Adewuyi and Oluwadamilola Adebiyi was held at the Agape Christian Ministries Possibility Ground in Akure, as their parents, family, friends, and well-wishers gathered to witness the union and celebrate the beginning of a lifelong journey. In a sermon titled Transitioning from a Happy Wedding to a Blissful Marriage, Pastor David Odewumi emphasized the importance of mutual grooming as the foundation for a successful marriage.
You have to groom your wife. When we pray for God, we began to hear that we are both raw materials and we need to work on one another.
Now to have my partner with me, I'm looking forward to growing together and building a beautiful and prosperous home together.
It's in 2016 and we've been friends for about a few years and then we started dating.
They should never allow a third party to come into their house for settlement. Let their bed be their courtroom for settling issues.
They should love one another and depend upon God and always ask for grace. God to give them grace to understand one another and to live in wisdom.
Trust God all the time
and live by the word of God. I want them to be friends to each other. I want them to be close to each other.
The ceremony later continued with the traditional wedding as Oluwadamilola's family from Irakoko in Ondo State danced their way into the hall to formally request the bride's hand in marriage from Oluwatemilorun's family from Oshogbo in Osun State. The groom and his entourage followed with their grand entrance, while the bride, accompanied by her bridesmaids, captivated guests with her radiant appearance.
She should be a good ambassador to us. It's a great day. Marriage is known, recognized, and favored by God, so they do not have a problem in seeking the face of God.
The celebration was a perfect blend of faith, family, and tradition, marking the beginning of a blissful union.
Well, cutting the act. All right, now, sometimes our greatest obstacles pave the way for our most extraordinary opportunities. Now, imagine finding your soulmate in the very place where life first challenged you, an orphanage. This is the profound story of Musa and Mariam, two orphans abandoned at birth and raised in an orphanage. Against all odds, they've not only found love, but also new beginning. Dada Mohammed brings us this heartwarming celebration of a destiny rewritten.
African traditional setting, marriage ceremonies are often fun-filled and majorly characterized by family members, relatives, close associates and friends coming together to support and share in the joyous moment of the couple. However, for Musa and Mariam, both orphans that have lived all their lives at the Niger State orphanage, things are different, as the only family and friends they have come to know for more than 25 years are no any other but inmates at the orphanage. Interestingly, they both found love outside the confines of the orphanage. After the marriage rites, which were held in conformity with Islamic tenets, and the payment of bride price, Musa was joined with Khadija, while Mariam was also joined with Jabir as couples. The normally quiet and serene environment of the orphanage came alive during a reception organized for the couples to make their day a memorable one. Musa is currently a staff of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, while Mariam is a beautician.
Our people, Ministry of Social Affairs and Social Development, I'm going to tell them, thank you very much.
Today is the happiest day of my life.
We've been taking care of these children since when they were small. So they don't know anybody is we they know. So every of the things that they're supposed to do as parents, we have done it. So they are our children and we celebrate them today.
The marriage of the couples, two of whom are inmates, according to caregivers, is a success to social welfare services and a testament to resilience in the face of challenges and the power of overcoming adversity, no matter how difficult or humble the beginning of life journey may seem.
Disability often comes with its own set of challenges, stigma, and sometimes loss of confidence. Yet, Jamila, a 32-year-old woman living with a disability, has proven that nothing can hold her back from embracing life's most beautiful moments. Now, on New Year's Eve, against all odds, Jamila gave birth to a healthy baby boy in the Karumajiji colony of the FCT. In a gesture that speaks volumes, the community leader, Hakimi, named the newborn baby after a prominent national figure, honoring the significance of this new beginning, and Hawa Gimba brings us this uplifting story.
Welcoming the first baby of the year has come to stay. This, the First Lady of Nigeria, seeks to support and appreciate babies born on New Year Day, as well as identify with the pains and gains of motherhood at childbirth. This play out at their Sokoro General Hospital during a visit by the wife of the Vice President of Nigeria, Hajia Nana Shetima, to welcome little baby Favor Odion Oyibo. This benevolence of the First Lady was domesticated in the 6 area councils of the FCT by the Pioneer Monday Secretary, Women Affairs Secretariat, Dr. Adedayo Benjamin's Lani. Icing on the visit was in Karmajigi Colony of Persons with Disabilities, where physically challenged Jamila Dauda and her husband Yakubu Dokwa, who is blind, welcomed their first baby on the first day of January. What is the name? And what is in a name? Naming a child after prominent personality is a thoughtful and intentional decision that reflects the parents' values, aspiration, and sense of identity. And so, baby Dokwa has been named after President Ahmed Tinubu by the community.
At this material time and with this great name of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which we named the baby, we can only thank God and express our joy. Everyone, including government officials, have visited.
We had one special reserve celebration. We said the first woman with disability in the FCT to have a baby, to give us the first baby of a woman with disability, would also be an invested celebrant for the Federal Capital Territory and the administration of the Renewed Hope Dispensation with His Excellency, our own Mr. Project Barrister Inyesom Wike.
6 area councils were visited and were presented with gifts and cash, as well as additional incentives, which include free registration with FCT health insurance scheme and free on-the-file services to include routine immunization and nutritional services. There is an ability in disability, as demonstrated by the emotional prowess of Yakubu.
What's in a name? That reminds us of Romeo and Juliet. All right, let's take a short break. We have more on the line for you tonight. Don't go away.
We would like to express our sincere gratitude for your continued support. From breaking news to heartwarming stories, we are committed to bringing you credible content and delivering captivating programs that keep you glued to your screens. Our team is committed to providing exceptional service to delight our clients. We say thank you to those who have supported us through the year, from government agencies to corporate clients, political parties, religious bodies, and, most importantly, our viewers. As we welcome the new year, we look ahead with a promise to bring you the best in broadcasting as we continue this journey with you. Season's greetings from all of us at NTA.
Show off your best skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. Now with 5-in-1 complete care. The deeply nourishing formula prevents your skin from drying out. With precious cocoa butter and deep moisture for smooth and healthy looking skin. Love your skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa 5-in-1 complete care.
Wow, Evie is so lucky. Everything just falls into place for her.
Yeah, it's like success just happens to her effortlessly.
Hold on, guys. It's not just luck that brings success.
Do you know how much work she puts in? Let me show you the truth behind EVA's achievements. Oh, she works so hard! Absolutely. It's the small action she takes every day that makes a big difference. EVA's success comes from her dedication and adherence to good values. Small actions every day make a big difference for life.
All right, welcome back. And now let's take you to Abia State, where the female and Plateau State male athletes have won the star prizes of ₦1 million each at the Kingsley Obiuku Foundation Unity Marathon. It was held in Osumeyi Newi South local government area of Anambra State. And Daniel Okbai was there for Newsline.
Uncovering budding talents and unifying the youth are some of the reasons for this maiden edition of the Unity Marathon under the auspices of the Kingsley Obiuku Foundation. Enthusiasm, sense of urgency, and anxiety to win were written on the faces of the athletes, with necessary medical, security, and safety logistics adding impetus to the marathon. Beginning of a 10-kilometer journey along Oketiti Ukpo Road with a detour to Sumeyi, the finishing point. A prize tag of ₦1 million awaits the winner. The consolation prizes to all the participants. Few kilometers down the line, the water has taken its level. Those whose strength sustain the tempo are already gasping for breath, taking water break, while others forge ahead. Separated by perseverance, constant training, and determination to emerge winner, Musa Balasati from Plateau State embraces the ribbon at the finishing line in Osumeyi, Miracle Ifeanyichukwu second, and Azuwike Chimobi third.
I give God the glory, and I thank my coach for the program, the training that is training me, and I thank God that finally I've won the race.
And I feel really happy, though I wanted to be the first, but I will try harder next time.
On a normal stage, we are still on a warm-up stage, so we just saw that finish line.
Sponsor of the marathon is optimistic that renowned international athletes will be nurtured here, and he applauds the spirit of sportsmanship exhibited by the athlete.
We're going to have our second edition by next year, and the second edition we're looking at pulling in people from all over the world, not just the locals. At this particular one, we had people from other states as well. The first lady who went home with the prize of 1 million, she's from Abia State. The first male who went home with the prize of 1 million likewise is from Plateau State. So the next edition, we're looking at pulling in more people from other states and likewise other countries in Africa and all over the world.
Every running starts with a step. This is just the beginning.
With their slogan, Kaiga Nihu, meaning let's move forward, Kingsley Obiuku Foundation is poised to fostering unity, peace and progress amongst the people of Anambra State, Nigeria and the world.
Beautiful, reminds me of my days at the National Stadium. Some of us ran barefooted. We didn't know what was spiked shoes in those days. And congratulations to the winners. And life is truly a beautiful ride. But when two wills and one love come together, nowhere does this saying ring truer than in Chibok, a small town with a unique tradition. For women in Chibok, a bicycle is more than just a getaway or a way to get around. It's a treasured marital possession and a symbol of love and independence. In fact, it's so significant that no new bride's journey feels complete without it. Our Meduguri Zonal Coordinator, Mohammed Abubakar, again, it's on it. And it takes us on this fascinating ride into this unique tradition.
From Mission Street to Garu, Maina Maaji to Ajari, Okaragu, among many other streets in Chibok, headquarters of the local government, the spectacle that greets a first-time visitor is these women, regardless of their age or class, meandering skillfully either to the farm, churches, market, social event or workplace, using the most popular means of transportation in that part of the state, bicycle. So common are these women riding bicycles along the streets of Chibok and its fringes that no one sees the phenomenon as anything unusual. This married woman by the name Laraba Abdullahi was captured coming to one of the markets within Chibok. Using the bicycle, she used the proceeds from groundnut farming to acquire and even volunteer some words for NTA.
I am married and used to tie proceeds of my groundnut farming to acquire this bicycle. I am using the bicycle to access every part of Chibok, notably my farm, market, and attend to other social gatherings. Nobody taught me how to ride a bicycle. I forced myself to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Martha James, who is a new bride in Chibok, was also captured. Using the bicycle, she used her money to acquire, preparatory to her marriage, and shared with the NTA what such a means of transportation means to her as a newlywed.
Even before I got married, I prepared my marital life by acquiring for myself a bicycle so that I have the means of going to the church. Well, I lack the words to tell you how important a bicycle is to an average Chibok woman for the simple fact that we virtually use it to transport ourselves to places.
The confessions by more of these women cyclists speak volumes on the place of a bicycle in their social and economic life for ages.
This bicycle you are seeing was brought to me by the chairman of this local government when he noticed the difficulty with which I market the wares I tread on.
Some elders in the town speak on the history of the phenomenon and its place in the social and economic life of especially women.
To get access to farmlands as the quickest means of transportation, allowed by law or by the circumstances that we find ourselves. So there's just really no basic history about it.
In the olden days, people go to farm on foot. But nowadays, women, they tried their best and bought so many bicycles for themselves. So they are using bicycle, and I'm sure they have bicycles than men.
How true is the fact that a bicycle in Chibok is part of the accompaniments of a bride being taken to her matrimonial home?
In Chibok local government, a bride is accompanied to her matrimonial home with a bicycle for her to have easy mobility.
Looking at the long period of time this phenomenon has been with the women folk in Chibok, what remains is for the government to harness the spectacle emanating therein for enhanced social and economic well-being of the area and the state at large.
Absolutely, Mohammed. You are quite right and spot on about that. And have you watched the program you're waiting for? I mean, the story you've been expecting? Don't worry, it's on cue, I can assure you. But after the break.
The federal government of Nigeria warns vandals of national assets, electricity transmission towers, cables and other facilities to desist from this act of sabotage. Vandalism is a serious crime punishable under the law. Vandalizing electrical equipments will affect millions of Nigerians, including your loved ones. Remember that national assets belong to all of us, hence the need to protect them. Report all cases of suspicious movement around electrical facilities to security agencies. When you see something, say something. This message is from the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation in collaboration with the National Counter-Terrorism Center, NCTC, Office of the National Security Advisor.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we sway in colors, with undying demand. We bet solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Ethnicity is unique, we have more than just a nation.
We are Nigeria, we are Nigeria, strengthened in unity. We know they carry lives. We are Nigeria, we are Nigeria. Together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
All right, different strokes for different folks. While some welcomed the new year with joy and celebration, others were thrust into tragedy. For Uyi Tina, a Benin-born international businesswoman based in Italy, New Year's Day turned into a nightmare. Now, she narrowly escaped death when her ex-husband, Osaru Ahua, allegedly set her home ablaze in Benin City. As Rosemary Omani reports, both Osaru and his alleged accomplice, shockingly, the victim's elder brother, are now in police custody, facing justice for their actions.
My property has made it 24 years in Europe. Everything I labor for, so them naughty. My documents, everything was gone.
When Uyi Tina arrived her home at Asemota Street off Lagos Road, Benin City, from overseas on the 31st of December 2024, little did she know something tragic would happen coming from her estranged husband. They were said to have gone their separate ways since April 2024. A visit to the house revealed that it was completely burnt. The international-based businesswoman, who is presently on admission in a private hospital in Benin, narrating her ordeal, alleged that her ex-husband had refused to let her go even after the divorce, threatening that she must remain with him or die. She also alleged that he came with a gallon of fuel and set her house ablaze while she and some persons were inside the building.
I did not expect this thing from my last husband. I did not expect it. We married 2022. If I'm leaving this hospital, there's nowhere to go. But all my property is burned. The whole house is burned.
For the ex-husband, they were not divorced. He alleged that he only came to the house as her husband, but was refused entry, so he decided to break her room window with a gallon of fuel he bought for his generator, which mistakenly caught fire.
We never divorced. That's still my wife. Because I did work for Lagos. I didn't use much. I didn't burn that intentionally, because if I do it intentionally, I will run. On that very day, when I come from Lagos, now he called me. Say his sister don't come back. Now he opened that gate for me.
I don't get as it enter the compound, our gate will lock her.
The State Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Moses Yamu, said the police responded immediately to the distress call and also rescued the suspect from mob attack, who is currently receiving treatment in custody.
He was being beaten and attacked by the mob already when the police arrived. Property of the said woman was razed down completely, worth millions of naira.
The PPRO added that investigation is already ongoing for possible prosecution of the suspect and his accomplice.
Unfortunately, I will have to thank you for joining us at this point on this exciting first Sunday of 2025. And as we begin this new year, remember that every fresh start carries the potential for greatness. And on behalf of my producer, Elizabeth Iwuka, who's just resumed from a well-deserved rest, and all the Newsline crew, here is to you a fulfilled and promising new year. I am Claire Delapapto-Razak signing off for tonight. Let's make this year one of purpose and possibility. God willing, we'll see you next Sunday. Good night, everyone.